and that model is of around 180 MB. You know what is the limit of GitHub one repo is? It's 100 MB. So for that reason, you need to use Git LFS for that. But if I show you the model which are there, like this is my profile on Hugging Face. So you can see the various models which I have built and the data set. So if I show you the model which we will be creating is the Autotrain meme classification. Okay. And here you can see the dataset. About dataset, the dataset consists of two label images. First is meme or not meme. So it will classify the image whether it's a meme or not. And we'll move towards the what are the various use cases and future scope of the same. But one more thing here is the environment I was talking about, as it is similar to GitHub. You can see Git attributes, README files, okay, config.json. And here is my main model, which is built on PyTorch. And the model size is 348 MB. Okay, that's why the LFS configuration is being done automatically here. So we don't need to worry much about this. Okay, and we get many features like deployment using GPUs and a lot. So we'll explore the app which we will be building. So it is the Autotrain meme classification, which is being built with the help of Streamlit. So here you can see the app. So I have just made a simple, because using unnecessary of an, what we can say, unnecessary of an styling and all will increase the code. So I have just made a simple one. So here you can see the sidebar, which is memometer, or we can say meme meter. Okay, I need to update that name. So how does it works is, let's say I am just putting the browse file. Okay, here is some of the sample memes I have taken. The first meme you can see, I don't think it's a meme, but sorry, I don't think that memes. What do you think it means? Okay, let's take this, open, it's loading. And you can see the what we got as a predicted output is meme 99% as in confidence score. And for not meme, I got 0.009. Okay, that means it's classifying in a good manner. Let's choose something else. Let's say Patrick. You would be knowing Patrick, right? So here you can see the classification. Okay, it's something loading error. Here like browse file, then we'll put time to predict is taking much. Let's say what you are doing when you go to bed. Okay, so you can see 97% it's a meme and 0.02. But this image is actually difficult to predict because you can see the stats behind it. Okay, so it is a bit difficult, but the graphs or plot which I have given in not meme section was having the various other types of charts, but here it's actually understanding the context behind that. We'll explore the future scope too about this. So let's first start with the normal machine learning. Let's understand about the various tasks it performs, and then the resources and the stages, and then we'll move towards Autotrain to understand about what types of model that you can create, and also how does the deployment and integration works. Okay, so let's start with the basic part. This was all about the gist what we will be building today. So wait, I will share the screen. Okay, so let's start with the machine learning first. So it will be a bit of a refresher if you have been worked before on it. Okay, so as per the agenda, we would be exploring about what is ML, how to think about the problem statement, like if you are working on any web project and you wanted to uh, add some or the other way machine learning, but it should be relevant to you. Okay. And if any problem statement comes to you, how you used to think about what type of model or what type of task should be performed. Okay. So we would be exploring that. Then why there is a need to learn ML. Then categories in ML, and we'll explore about classification, clustering, the real life use cases, about the various mathematical resources. Okay. And about the competition and the community contribution. Then we'll move towards Autotrain and Hugging Faces. So let's see. So what is machine learning? Can you please write in chat box like what is machine learning according to you? Like in short, you can explain. Then we'll move forward, and we can literally we can understand about the whole machine learning with this 3 line which I have wrote down in this slide. You can write in chat box like what is machine learning according to you? Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Yes, Saurav, it's right. Machines acting like humans. Yes, cool. Where machine learns from data. Okay, that is also good. Okay. I can see good responses. Okay, so let's see now what is machine learning. So here, what this 3 line will make you understand about the whole concept. Okay. So here a computer program is set to learn from experience E. So learning of a machine or system or a model, here we are representing it as an E, as an experience. Okay. With respect to this some class of task. So we are training machine to carry out some or the other specific task. Let's say object detection, image classification. It's a type of a task. And performance measure P. So what is performance measure P? The probability or the accuracy score about how correctly it predicts. Okay. So here comes the concept of ETP. We are talking about E, T, and P. Experience, training, and performance. So let's say I am taking a basic example. Okay. Let's say Pratik was here. Okay. Pratik is building an AI Ludo game. So it's a type of a reinforcement learning. So what he will do, he will try to give more and more examples. The model will try to get to the point where the model wins. Okay. Here, what will be the experience E? Experience E will be the chances, like or the learning which is being done on the model to win from Pratik. Okay. Second is, what is the task? Task is to win the game. The Ludo game is the task. Okay. What is the performance? Performance is the chance or the probability of that AI game to win. So how we can improve the performance? By improving the experience. There are 2 types of thing, rule based and data driven. If we provide a lot many data, a lot many examples, then our system or machine can learn and give more better performance. Okay. And that's how ETP goes on. Okay, I can see more answer about machine learning, which is really good. Find steps to get a new outputs from given, make a machine to learn from past actions. Yeah. Teaching the machine certain things, the machine perceives and learn from environment and acts accordingly. Yeah, cool. So have you understood about how this ETP works on? Like we would be, I will be showing you some or the other problem statements where you need to find out what is E, T, and P. Is it clear here? You can write chat, yes in chat box. Yeah, I can see yes in chat box. Okay, cool. So let's understand in very, very basic way. Okay. Let's say there, okay, I can see chat box. Okay, yes. Okay. let's take a very basic example. Don't just see the PPT. So let's say there is a system, okay, system or a machine, and I am providing examples as in data to that machine. Okay, what type of an example? Let's say I gave 1000 data of image, the label written dog in that, and 1000 of an image of data written uh, cat is a cat as a label. So cat as a label 1000. Okay. So, and I am providing these examples to the machine to learn from it. So it will explore the various features which are present in the images. Let's say the ears position of the dog or the mouth position, how the different it is in the different breeds. Okay, the fur type and all. And from cat, like the mustache and the other features which represents actually cat. And after learning and going through the various examples which are labeled means which are we are also providing the question as in data and also the label as an answer. And after the training of that model is done, when we provide an image which is not been seen by the system before, it should classify it as from the finite label, whether it is a dog or a cat. Okay, so that was the whole about how the machine system is being done in in a very basic way. Let's see the see question like the part which we have explored till now, how much like you have grabbed till now. So let's see a question number one. Okay, a quiz for you. So let's suppose you have a lot of history weather data, okay, to the learning algorithm, and having it learn to predict the weather. You wanted to predict what will be the weather. So what is the performance P here? Like you can write only the option like A or B like that in the answer. Okay, I got the first answer here. You can see. See. Okay, I can see the correct answer. That's really great. So what is P here is the performance. Performance is the probability that it correctly predicts the weather. Okay, so you all are giving the right answer. So we can move further. The second question is the same as the before, but now you need to find what is E here, the experience or the learning. Okay. The question is same. Now you need to find what is the E experience here. Okay, I can see a mix of a question, but most of the people have given right. The answer is actually A. Okay, the process of algorithm examining a large amount of historical data, because what is experience is learning. Okay, learning from an example or a data. Okay, and through that it increases or it enhances the performance. Okay, so actually some people have pointed out D, but D is analysis of the historic weather data, which comes under exploratory data analysis, not into the ML actually. Okay, I guess it's clear. If you still have any doubt, you can write in chat box. Okay, so let's come to the terminology. I have been listening like from the debate. I got to know that many people are being confused between what is AI, when to use AI when we are working, okay, when to use ML and when to use AGI terminology. Okay, Pratik, could you please explain about what do you think about these terminologies?
Yeah, exactly. Often people actually confuse AI, ML, and AGI. AGI is rather a relatively new term, while AI and ML are too much used. Like AI and ML are two different things. So when we talk about AI, we talk about a human-like intelligence. It's like a task. It is explicitly programmed or trained to perform a task. For example, speech recognition, your Google, Alexa, everything is an AI. While ML is something that we can train according to our data. We can use it for creating predictions. We can like custom make models to perform some task, but not like explicitly train it. In simpler terms, machine learning is anything that is using data to train itself to perform tasks based on that data. So if we take an example, Rishikesh, as we know about Sophia robot, we know
Yeah,
about Chitti, etc.
kitty
That
robot. Yeah.
yeah, movie. So that is an example of an AI. If we talk about a perfect example for that, and for ML, can you give some examples related to it?
ML, I can say ML focuses on a specific task which is to be done. Okay, whether
Yeah,
it's regression task or classification or clustering, this all comes under that. So you might have seen about uh, like forecasting of a time series or a stock price like that. That comes under ML or the statistical part like that.
exactly. Like it is an application everywhere. For example, platforms like video streaming platform Hotstar, Netflix use it for recommendation, while platforms like Google use it for like sentiment analysis or and Twitter, etc. And when we talk about AGI, it's a relatively new term. It stands for artificial general intelligence. Like it provides not a human-like intelligence, but actual human-like capabilities. May it be in creativity, decision making, or in expressing sentiments as a human. So it's giving the artificial intelligence capabilities of human to exactly perform tasks and decisions as a human. While it is been debated a lot, like should these beings be exist or should these beings be created? Is it ethical or not? What are your views on that?
Like we have not even achieved AGI till now. The AGI which we have explored till now was still in Hollywood movies, not even Bollywood we have seen, right? So you might have seen Ex Machina, the movie, okay, where we can see the AGI which has been created have emotional intelligence too. That machine can that humanoid robot can learn from the surrounding and make the action according to that. So that comes under AGI, and still like it's really a debatable topic to do, like whether we should go towards AGI and not or not. But still, some or the other way, AI helps us a lot to work effectively and progress in the development more rapidly. Okay, I can see one question here. Can ChatGPT be called a AGI? Pratik, could you please take this question?
Okay, so what we talk about Chat GPT, it's a generative AI. So yeah, it's definitely an AI, but it's not an AGI because it's still trained on your data. The billions of or trillions of parameters, that is your data it's trained on. So it's an advanced type of AI, but not an AGI. It cannot manipulate or create human-like emotions. As you can, you may have experience when you put prompt on it, it just explains in a like robotic fashion, more of an AI fashion rather than a human-like response.
Yeah. If I talk about the task which can be performed, like segregating it according to task, so AI can perform like image recognition part, speech, or text related to natural language processing. If I am talking about time series, so there are a lot many domains into AI. ML is bit restricted on more of an like statistical part and mathematical. The AI also have, but still like there are some only some specific tasks which can be done from that. And AGI is all about learning continuously from the environment and making decision according to that. So this is all about the classification according to how is AGI trained versus AI trained. So like if I talk about let's say you would be hearing about this transformers or chat GPT, GPT-3, GPT-4. Okay, these are all AI, which has been trained on billion of parameters. Okay, a lot many data. Okay, if you know about GPT-3, GPT-3 was trained till the data of January 2021. Okay, so it was knowing about what is that. But if you put any factual, if you ask any factual question to that GPT-3 about, let's say, who wins the FIFA World Cup in 2022, so it will not able to generate anything. So it is all about training. And if I talk about AGI, so AGI will be also trained according to that, but still there will be a scope of learning continuously and updating like that.
Yeah, and exactly, it's still in the growth, like as in GPT-4 was launched,
Yeah.
it is actually much better than GPT-3 as it's more
Mhm.
times the parameters of GPT-3. And I think it is slowly evolving. Maybe at some point we might reach the AGI stage, but
Yeah.
currently it's not.
Uh, if so, I can see one more. So if I want to learn AI, do I need to learn ML? How to learn AI basically? So like first of all, you need to have your basics clear. If you are jumping towards AI, you can like, let's say you just started with ML. So what are the things you need to be clear with? Okay, so you would be interacting with or working with a lot of data. So you should be excel in data analysis. Your programming skills would be needed, but basics of how ML works and the basics of mathematics which it will be needed for you to get to the AI. Okay, so AI you can't just directly go towards the I can say if we are talking about image, you need to go through the various image tasks like that. You need to go through the mathematics part also, like eigenvectors, eigen species, and then SVD, PCA, like that. So you need to have basic idea about ML and that you can explore, and then you can go and specifically choose any particular domain into the AI. Specifically, you wanted to work with time series data or text-based data for natural language processing, or an image-based or a voice-based, like that. So you can explore according to that. I hope it's clear, Pratik.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, if there is any question, you can still put it in the chat box related to this terminology. Like we can move ahead then, or like if you don't have any doubt. So, okay, let's move. Okay, you can see here AI as in Chitty robot. The reason you can see here is what I told about the what are these various tasks which AI performs. So here what it does is it takes magazine, it scans, so scanning and then uh, taking the whole data, interpreting the natural language processing and all. So these are all the various other tasks which has been merged up in this GIF, which you can see like that. Okay, so um, okay, what we can see here is help, and you can see I know machine learning, and many people came to the rescue. So why then comes the question why there is a need to learn ML today. So ML is there from like I can say 80 years back also, but why it's the like a rapid development is being done in recent like 10 years, last 10 one decade, we can see there are various factors which we should know. Okay, let's say if let's say that tomorrow morning 10 new research paper I will get to know under the field of machine learning, and we can see this happens on the daily basis. Okay, because of various factors. Let's put down the some factors to be to know about how does it work. Okay, why I can't write. Okay, first is data. Okay, so we have data availability now, which was not there in 90s or 20s like that. So we have the data availability, first of all, and we get, and now each and every businesses or corporate are generating data, and that data is very useful to make decision and working according to that, or the action which is taken by the prediction or the data insights is helpful to provide satisfaction to the customer and also to generate more profits. Okay, for that reason, corporates are corporates, or I can say businesses, are moving towards AI. Okay. Third concept comes because the reason for rapid development is the community contribution, which is really essential. Okay, we can see community contribution. Um, like, yeah, I can see one comment here. Data is the new oil. Yeah, right. So community contribution, as I saw, you just saw the Hugging Face, which is community used to contribute it, and then people used to take their checkpoint model and used to train and improve it, enhance it. Okay, and many research work are really going on into that. So these are like all the factors because of which ML development is really going and rapidly, and the research work being done is too heavy in this. Okay, I hope it's clear. And next we'll move towards the categories in ML. So we need to understand about what is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Okay, my camera will be off for a time because I need to fold the top. Okay, so here what you can see, supervised. Let's start with supervised learning. Okay, let's understand what is supervised learning. So as I told you about the example of cat and dog, at that time, what I told, with the images, I am also giving the labels of cat images with cat and dog images with dog. So when you provide data with labels, it comes under supervised learning. Okay. And as per that, the mapping has been done. So supervised learning contains two type of tasks. First is regression and second is classification. So if we just see about what how we can differentiate between these two tasks is, let's say if I am talking that I wanted to predict whether tomorrow rain will happen or not. So what will be the various feature that I will be considering as in column? Let's say humidity, storm, okay, or storm speed like that, or precipitation like that. Okay, what is that? So these are all the feature that I will be taking, and also I will be providing the answer to that. Okay, there will be one rain target feature, which is a target feature. Okay, and I will also provide so that it should understand from the example. Okay, I am also providing the answer to this features like that. So this and here what will be the answer of rain? It can be yes or no. So when there is a finite label from which it will be predicted, so that comes under classification, because it can classify only from these two labels. It may give yes, ya fir it will give no. It can't give any third any label like that. Okay, so there is a constraint in that. So that was all about classification. So here image classification comes cat and dog. Here you can see this in the tabular form, the classification of whether the rain will happen or not, like this. We can also give the cat and dog without labels. Okay, we can also give the cat and dog data without labels. At that time, it will try to make clusters as per the features. Okay, so how it will look like is, I'm talking about unsupervised learning right now. Data without labels. So let's say I'm providing cat and dog images without labels, only just images. So it will just classify this like this. So as per the different features which I discussed earlier, about the nose and the ear position and the various other. As per that, it will try to make a cluster. Okay. So all the dog type of images will be um, we will make one cluster, and all the cat type will make another cluster here. Okay, this will help us to classify, but still we need to go through all the images of the cluster to get to know about in what way the cluster is being done. Okay, and how it is being done is as per the centroid. Here there will be one centroid or the feature, according to that the distance and the uh, clustering is being done. Okay, we'll explore more about the clustering and what are the various application. Here we are just discussing about what comes under this learning part. So here comes clustering as we explored right now. Then as we discussed about clustering and classification, we have not discussed about regression till now. Okay, let me just clear all of this. So what is regression? Let's say I am telling I wanted to predict tomorrow's temperature. Okay, the same feature will be there about whether there is an what the humidity and various feature would be humidity, perception, or stop like like wind velocity, something, let's say. Okay. Okay. So these are all the features which I will be taking. Features means these are my columns in my table like that. Okay, which will be influencing my target variable, which is temperature. So temperature is in like degree Celsius, let's say. Okay, which is in float. So if I want to predict tomorrow's temperature, it will be in float. So there is not an finite set to which it will predict the temperature. Okay, finite isn't that one or two like that. It can be anything. So for that reason, it comes under regression. Or I can say one more example. Let's say here is number of sales and here is timing. Okay, and I am plotting the shop uh, selling the ice cream during the daytime. Okay, so here you can see the plot looks like this. Okay, this is evening, maybe this like that. So what it will do, these are all the data points. The X which I have plotted are the data points of the people buying ice cream. What we can see during the afternoon, it's high, and during evening, it's constant or bit less. Okay. And as per that, my regression line will be generated here. The line which is more suited to all the data points. Okay. So how does does it work? It simply uses the equation as in y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, as per that, my regression line is generated. So we can work on like various, like if I talk about the various application of classification. So let's say it can be used for any medical uh, image classification. Okay, let's say I am providing MRI scan and I wanted to know whether that person have Alzheimer or not, any or cancer like that. Or it can be used to understand from the features of the patient, like whether for lung disease, like the person is smoking or not, taking alcohol or not, like that, or any other behavioral part as a feature. And as per that, we can classify whether there is a possibility or the person is actually dealing with lung cancer like that. So that comes all under classification, because if I'm talking about classification, then if in lung cancer, that can be yes or no. Here we see dog or cat, or if we are talking about rain, it's yes or no. Okay, so we have some specified labels, but if we talk about regression, it can be anything. So this was all about supervised learning, various tasks which can be performed. Like we saw the regression, and classification, which comes under supervised, and clustering in unsupervised. Here you can also see reinforcement learning. Pratik, could you please explain the reinforcement part?
Yeah, sure. So uh, when supervised and unsupervised is used, when we have a data for it. Okay. So for example, a labeled data or an unlabeled data. But when there is no data, when there is an environment, a real-time environment, we use reinforcement learning. If you may remember, Rishikesh told about a game involving me in the beginning of the session. It was a Ludo game, right? So, for example, let us take another similar type of game. It is known as a Wampus World game. It's like a puzzle game. Okay, you are here. There are obstacles, and then you have to reach the goal. So you have to clear the obstacles. You have to take a path which is the shortest path, and it will reward you most points, and you will not get any obstacle in that. So it's not possible for in the first case that AI will directly go to the goal. So it will first go, it will face any issue, it will go to the obstacle, then the reinforcement learning does it for every state. For example, state can be the path, the action it is taking. So the action can be take right, take left, go up, go down, right? So this can be different action, and every action will reward it either a punishment that would be getting eliminated, going back to the previous state, or reward that is reaching to the goal or reaching near to the goal. So in this manner, reinforcement learning does it. It's a continuous learning rate of the machine learning model. It is going through the learning loop, and whenever it encounters some obstacle, it stores it into its memory, into its state memory, and next time it updates its state function in a such a manner that it does not repeat that mistake. So it's like learning from its mistakes. So it's hence it's known as reinforcement learning. Like every time it's learning from its mistake at a continuous rate and improving itself. So these kind of models are widely used in a lot of big companies like Google, Meta, Amazon. This use reinforcement learning in various use cases. We'll be seeing about it later too.
Yeah. Can you please give some example related to reinforcement learning?
Yeah, exactly. So as I told about in the game theory, reinforcement learning is used a lot. Apart from that, reinforcement learning is also used in your day-to-day life action. Like if you visit a shopping site like Amazon, Amazon uses reinforcement learning in its recommendation system. So hence you might have seen every time you, for example, add a product in your cart, for example, you're adding a headset in your cart, then you delete it. Next time it will know that not to recommend you that product. Or for example, you are searching for some product on Amazon, it will try to show you more recommendation on this. So this is not possible in normal recommendation. It's using reinforcement learning to learn about what is your behavior. So environment is your Amazon app, and your inputs are the actions, and according to it you are getting recommendations. So this is an example of reinforcement learning.
Yeah, cool. So we can move further. If you still have any doubt, you can write in chat box. Okay, we'll discuss. So if we just discuss about, as I told about the classification, so let's talk about the basic two different classification tasks. Okay, first is like you can see binary classification, and second is multi-class classification. Okay, so if I'm talking about binary classification, as I told about that, if we have two labels to predict, okay, let's say I am providing some features about health of any patient, and I wanted to predict whether that patient is suffering from viral fever or not. Okay, so what will be my labels? Yes or no. Okay, so whenever your label is restricted or there as in two form, like yes or no, true or false, okay, or like that, any two, like dog or cat, like that, so that comes under binary classification. What is multi-class classification is you have lot many classification. Let's say, let's talk about the meme one. Okay, so if I wanted to get to know by uploading meme whether the meme which is being presented is like, is there any offensive in that, offensive or violence any part of promoting like that, or is it happy or unhappy meme like that. So we have like lot many features: happy, unhappy, neutral, violent, or I can say fourth one is an offensive. Okay, we can see some of the other offensive meme or like that. So we can classify in all many section. But what is binary classification, which you saw, is meme and not meme, like that. There are only two classified like that. Next, we'll move. Like you can see here, there are various animals that you can see. So what is done in classification is, wait a second, why it caused pause. Wait a second. Okay, what you can see is it categorizes or classifies as per the rows here. Okay, because we are providing the labels to the model, but cluster comes under unsupervised learning. It doesn't have labels. So it identifies or it clusters the animal as per the features of that. Okay, the GIF is not working right now. That's weird. Okay, so the basic is, in classification, you are also providing the label. In clustering, you are not providing, and through that, the features, the cluster has been made, and as per that, you need to inspect what type of clustering has been done. Next, we can see here is there are a lot many other classification tasks also, like binary classification as we saw, multi-class classification. Like Pratik can explain the other part too, like in a short form.
Yeah, sure. So as we know, Rishikesh has explained about binary and multi-class. So it is hierarchy and classification. As you know, a particular class can be divided into a lot of subclasses. For example, let us take an example of image classification of a car. So car can be come into different models. For example, the car can be classified into colors, so white, red, blue, and in that also it can be subcategorized as models, XUV, SUV, or sedan, etc., and further classified into brands like BMW, Rolls-Royce, and different types of cars. So that is what hierarchical classification is. So it's like a hierarchy, creating a hierarchy of classification labels. Probabilistic is when you want to ensure the confidence level. For example, in the meme, it can also be a probabilistic classification where there is a confidence score. For example, you may have seen Rishikesh had demonstrated in the beginning the confidence level or probability of it was 0.99. That means it's very, very high, highly likely that it's a meme. While if it's not a meme, it will be very less likely, like 0.09 something or 0.5 something, like it's in between. It can be a meme or it cannot. So the probabilistic helps to understand the level of the classification. And the rule-based classification is very simple. Like if this condition is met, then this is, uh, for example, if your grade is A, then your percentage is this. If your grade is B, then your percentage is this. This can be a rule-based classification. And neural networks is a further concept that we are not exploring now, but yeah, it is more accurate. For example, if you need more accurate classification, you can use neural network classifiers like CNNs and ANNs, etc.
That is very funny.
Yeah. Rishikesh, we can, I guess, continue.
Yeah. So, how to confuse machine learning? Like you can see here, the muffin and the puppy you can see. So, like it all depends on what data you actually provide, okay, to the model, and that's way it predicts. Next, we can see here is how to enhance the accuracy in classification. So as I told right now, it all depends on what type of data you provide. Okay. Then comes feature selection. What are the different features which are actually influencing your target column or the target variable? Okay. Let's talk about the let's talk about the simple task, which is house price prediction, which you have heard till now. Okay, so um, the various features which are provided to me in the data is like the number of lots in houses, the lot size, number of rooms, but the feature of color of the house, does it have an impact on the price? No, right? So this is, so we would be not considering that feature for prediction because that would just degrade your accuracy score. So that's the reason feature selection comes into the picture. Second is data pre-processing. So data processing have a lot many stuff. You need to handle the let's say you need to handle the redundant data, okay, or maybe the missing values which are being present, or let's say you have a categorical column. Okay, machine model doesn't understand the labels or sentences, it only understands the number. So you need to convert your categorical or an object form of object data type column into um, like numbers, you can say. So for that, the encoding is being done on that. Okay, so there are like various other data processing techniques. Then algorithm selection, about which algorithm will be best suited for your task. Okay, then assembling methods. Also, the main thing is whenever we used to work on any machine learning model, we used to divide a data set into 80% and 20%. We used to, why can anyone give answer why we don't train the model with 100%? Because if we train with 100%, it means we would be having more accuracy, right? So can anyone write in chat box like why we used to take in 80% and 20%? Okay, I can say we split for training and testing, overfitting. Yes, right. Yeah. So the thing is, whenever we are working on ML model, we trained our model, okay, 100%. And if we are trying to test it with the data of a real world or any other type of a data, okay. So for at that time, we can't take a judgment about what is the actual accuracy score. We have not validated our model. So having like splitting our data set into training and testing helps us to understand or validate our model so that we can improve it or enhance the algorithm. Okay, and for enhancement we use hyperparameter tuning. Okay, hyperparameter tuning is like we can't only train our model, it's also we need to be tested. Yeah, okay, yeah, correct. So hyperparameter tuning is we are providing more in-depth feature how the model should work. Okay, and also increasing training data would also work, as I told about the data driven also increases your performance or the accuracy score. Here we can see what is like reverse Turing test. So this robot classifies this cheese block as in giraffe, you can see, and it got entry because human can do but the machine can't. It's like that. Okay, cool. Let's move further. Now comes the clustering. Okay, yeah, Pratik, go on.
Yeah, so Rishikesh already has explained what a basic idea of clustering is. So imagine, let's take an example and understand it. So imagine you are a pizza restaurant owner. Okay, so you have a different toppings, right? Your option of different types of toppings. So as in like pepperoni, sausage, bacon are the most popular toppings, mushroom, olives, etc. So like these are some of the popular things. Okay, so whenever you go in a restaurant, it's high likely a chance that you will order from these three toppings which are most popular. Then if you are a normal user, not much idea, you might order something apart other from that. like mushroom, olives, and onions, the next popular toppings. So these are exactly the data points. For example, the most popular ones are close to each other, like the distance between them is less. So the probability of that is more. Like, while if you plot a graph, these data points will be together and in a cluster, while the other ones would be together and in a different clusters. So if you want to understand in a more better way, so like meat lovers and like non-veg and veg category, so you can divide the cluster it into the liking of the person. For example, movie recommendation. Whenever you are watching any web series or binge watching, so there might be a possibility that you watch some genres, for example, like action or thriller. So if the other person, the same category of persons who watch action and thriller genre, they would be watching some other movies or latest web shows. So Netflix would recommend you based on that users likings, ratings, and reviews. So this is clustering. So similar users are grouped together. So clustering works in a way where there are data points and the closed data points are in a singular cluster. And similarly, there can be multiple clusters. Yes.
Yeah, like what you can see here is like we understood about pepperoni, sausage, and bacon are the most popular toppings and like that. So we used to find we that clustering can also be used in the basket analysis part. Okay, to get to know and understand about what is the behavior of customer and what type of items they used to buy together or frequent like that. So in that way, clustering can be useful. So like you can understand about the clustering, like here, the distance has been calculated. Okay. So the various mathematics which is used here is Euclidean distance or similarity is been calculated, and as per that the cluster has been made. What you can see here is there are some data points which are bit distant from the other cluster, but as per the distance it classifies or understand that it's a one cluster which has been green and there is another cluster which is in yellow. It identifies as per the distance. Okay, the circle which you can see, it can't identify any other. So till here, okay, so that's why it's a different cluster, the both like that. So let's see the various domain into the machine learning. Okay, machine learning as a general AI also I can say. So as we discussed about supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, there is deep learning. Okay, which we know, like deep learning comes when we are talking about neural networks and like artificial neural networks, CNN, convolutional neural networks. Okay, we are not using or using this type of model which we have, which we will be using in ML. It's all about how you set up the neural network nodes and the pattern according to that. Okay, what is transfer learning is? Transfer learning is really a new concept where you are training your model on a pre-trained model. Okay, so to improve more or for enhancement purpose like that. Then comes like time series analysis. So if you were working with timestamp data, okay, let's say stock data is a timestamp data. Okay, sales of any businesses or corporate is a timestamp data. What makes time series very different from regular regression is your data record is dependent on the past records too. There is a temporal dependence. Let's say आज के stock का price is dependent on previous 1 month के जितने भी dates थे सबके prices पे. Okay, but in regression the data point which I am providing is independent, but here there is a temporal dependence, okay, on the timestamp. So that at that point, time series analysis and forecasting comes into the picture. Bayesian learning is just about the how probabilities works for predicting. So it works on Bayesian theory. Next, we can move. So if I talk about just about real life applications of ML, so we can see like supervised learning. You can really see like it is been implemented from like 2 decades, I guess. Like Gmail spam filter, it sees and your whatever the mail you got, and it classifies into whether it's spammy or not. Any other supervised learning example you would like to give, Pratik?
Yeah, like there can be a lot of examples in supervised learning. For example, a lot of companies, like you can use the supervised learning to predict the salary, for example, of an employee. For example, a development rate, you can use it to predict. For anything, you have a label data to predict the outcome, you can use supervised learning. For example, latestly, there was a challenge about hotel cancellation rate. So according to various features of check-in or a type of hotel, facilities, accommodation, etc. You can predict that. So if you have a label data, you want to predict any target, you can use supervised learning. Even for medical, right, dependent on patient's bio data, past history, you can predict if like he's sick or not, right? If the image, medical imaging, as you told, so the image classification, that also comes under supervised learning.
Yeah. Next, we can see is, as Pratik have already explained about how does unsupervised learning helps for recommendation system. So you would have experienced about, as per the genre you see on Netflix, it recommends you according to that, so that these customer are more satisfied and experience like a good quality time on Netflix and be there on the platform for more amount of time like that.
Yeah, I would like to add one thing on this. Like this kind of companies, like giant companies like Netflix, Google, do not use normal recommendation. They normally use hybrid form of recommendation. In that, what happens? There is a topic-wise recommendation. Like for example, in general, if for example, like in YouTube, how you type any topic, for example, machine learning. In general, machine learning videos come. But for example, if you're watching Krish Nayak videos, the famous machine learning creator, so according to Krish Nayak, videos will be recommended. This is user specific. While machine learning general video, this is content specific. So content and user specific both are matched in such a algorithm is created, and that is known as hybrid recommendation systems.
Yeah, cool. Next, we can see here is reinforcement learning. So it takes upon how the user is interacting, and as per that, it enhances the user experience. The same way, like we discussed about the AI bots in the gaming, like that. So it actually works on the for the same purpose for enhancing the experience of customer. So as per now, till now we have discussed a lot many stuff. Okay, so now it's time for you to answer the questions. So here, which the question which we can see here is, I am providing you the room count, number of rooms, the lot sizes to the model, and house prices will be predicted. Okay, so what type of approach you will be following for this task? Yeah, I can see the answers are coming. Great. Cool. Okay, everyone have given the correct answer. So it's regression task, as we are providing the rooms count and lot size to the model, and um, it will give me the float value, right? Float value or any type of value. It will not classify into a finite labels. So it will be a regression task. Great. Let's move further. Okay, so here comes is, you wanted to train your supervised learning model, but you don't have a label data, then you can't do. Okay, cool. Um, so here is the question. You need to identify what type of learning comes here. Okay, I can see correct answer, supervised. So like we know, we discussed supervised learning is there are two tasks, classification and regression, and you can see the various model, decision tree, naive Bayes, k nearest neighbor. In regression, you can see linear regression. There are decision trees too in regression. Okay, random forest regressor like that. In unsupervised, you can see clustering, and clustering the model is k-means. Okay, everyone gave correct answer. Cool. Then here is assume you are working on the prediction of the temperature of future dates on the basis of different features. So you will consider which type of task it lies in. So which type of task it will come under. Okay, here I can see A. Okay, correct. So this task is regression. So how is we are trying to predict the future dates, like let's say tomorrow's temperature. Okay, so it will not classify into labels like that. It will generate a temperature which will be in float like that. So it will be a regression task. I guess, okay, there are two more questions. Assume you are working on the project of weather forecasting and you need to predict whether there will be a rainfall on Monday. Okay, so you will consider which type of task it lies in. Cool, I can see the correct answer, which is B, which is classification task, as we discussed earlier. Because what will be the target variable labels of rain is yes or no, whether the rain will happen or not. There will be no any other feature. So it will be classification because it will be classifying as per the. Yeah, so here is the last question for all of you. And I guess you will give it correct. So which type of classification task is performed below? As per the diagram which has been provided, you need to identify. Like there you can see squares, triangle, and circle. So basically you can identify that it is a classification task, but what type of classification? Okay, oh, cool. So it's C because we have more than two classes. So it comes under multi-class classification. Cool. So here what you can see is some people like directly jumps towards ML, but there are some thing which is needed to be taken into consideration. First is having a basic knowledge of mathematics, let's say calculus and statistics, algebra, and in that specific topic should be cleared, and also computational thinking about how the logic is created in programs, which you all are very clear with that. And also you know about the data structure and algorithm. Like if you know till the OOPS concept, it's really great. You can it's the most you would be needing like that. And mathematics is also an essential part. Okay, we'll explore about I will share the resources which will be needed to you to learn about the machine learning, sorry, the mathematics for machine learning. Here you can see that the various frameworks in AI and ML are like PyTorch and TensorFlow. Here is PyTorch and TensorFlow are for the present, but the mathematics and the statistics remains constant for eternity. Okay, this is the best quote which I saw like last year, and it just stuck in my brain. Like statistics and the mathematics will always remain same. Languages will differ. The way you write a code will differ. Okay, your framework will differ, but it will remain constant, the mathematics. So you need to focus more on developing your logic and understanding how does it work. And if I talk about implementation, it may happen you are not being connected to the programming for 6 months, 1 week, 1 year, then you need some or the other way, the refreshment or a refresher like that. But if you know the logic, then you can solve any type of problem. So like you can see importance of mathematics in machine learning. So actually, if you are implementing, so it's not important, but if you want to know about which type of model should I use, how should I manipulate the data set and all, then you really need a mathematics. So here, what we can see, mathematics in machine learning resources. So like there are really good resources in MIT open course there, which you can get from YouTube, and in course in mathematics for machine learning. I will just put this in the repo which I have created. I will also share the repo link in which you can traverse and go through the courses. Okay, I will highly recommend this mathematics for machine learning Coursera course. Okay, it will give it is being classified into three courses. First is linear algebra, second is calculus, and there is a separate Stanford course for statistics. Okay, so cool. So if we talk about the stages to follow for machine learning, we'll talk about this a bit later on. Let's see the courses which are really good to watch. So I guess you pointed out the course which I'm talking about, the machine learning by Andrew Ng. Okay, so the best part is this course has been modified last semester in July 2022. This course has been refined, and the new modules as per the new technology has been implemented. So it's really cool to carry on the specialization. Okay. Okay, cool. Next comes the best resource which you can go through is the DataCamp. What makes DataCamp learning platform different from any other platform is DataCamp courses are actually made by data scientists and ML engineers. Okay, the courses which are being listed there is like, let's say 5-minute video is there for an explanation, then there will be 3 exercise problems for you. So it will not be like a theoretical concept, it will be like you are also implementing at the same time. Okay, and that the whole rule is being implemented to all type of courses which are being listed on DataCamp. So for that reason, it is the best resources. Best resources are listed in DataCamp. The thing is, all the courses which are being provided in DataCamp are premium. Okay, you need to pay for it. But the hack is, if you have GitHub Student Developer Pack, then you will get 3 months premium subscription for free. Okay. Anyone who don't know about what is GitHub Student Developer Pack? Like, if there is anyone, we can give a tour of how you can do and like that. Anyone like who don't know about what is GitHub Student Developer Pack? Yeah, so let's see how you can assess it and what are the various features of the GitHub Student Developer Pack 2. So, and also the YouTube resources which you can follow as Code Basics have really good playlist. You can also follow Krishnak, Steve Bruton really have a cool explanation of mathematics related concept, the deep learning mathematics. Deeplearning.ai have really cool courses. And if you wanted to start with the neural networks and deep learning, then you should really go to the 3 Blue 1 Brown channel. If I talk about this, some bookmarks which are really good to get updated and to get to know about the various research work which is going on, then you can follow Data Mahadev, Sky Tower, Power Paper with Code. You can really get the GitHub links and the paper with the same. Okay. You can also like Medium and Toward Science are there. Analytics Vidya is also good. The batch is actually run by Andrew Ng itself in under deeplearning.ai, where you get the get to know about the recent work which has been done in deep learning. For various websites for competition to make your profile, you can go to Vidya Analytics, Machine Hack, Kaggle, DeFi. In next session, we will explore more about Kaggle and how you can make a profile into this. Let's see the data camp, how you can assess, and then we'll move towards Autotrain to build a classification model. Okay, so You can go to GitHub student developer pack. It's loading. Okay, so here you can just sign up. Okay, and the here you just need to sign up and answer few questions, and then you will be required to submit or upload your student identity or academics identity, okay, that you are a student, and then you can avail the really great features which are really useful. Like you can see the different features now it has been introduced in this, which is for specifically for data science and machine learning, okay, like deep note and all. So here you can see the various benefits which you got, and here in data camp section you can see it will provide free 3 months individual subscription for students. So it's really great that you can explore from this. Okay. If you have any doubt related to assessing this or facing any problem, you can just reach out to me on LinkedIn, or like if you still like face by to assess the course like that. Okay. We'll just discuss a last part in our the machine learning intro, and then we'll move towards Autotrain. I guess we have discussed a lot. Just a last part which has been remaining about the I have seen some of the other comments about how to start about into machine learning. Okay, so we'll discuss a bit, 2 minutes, and then we'll move towards Autotrain. So first is programming language. So first doubt comes is, should I start with uh, R or Python? Okay. Mostly you will not see any course related to data analysis in R. Specifically, Google provides the course related to R, but there are really less documentation to that. But if you have done Python, then I would recommend you to go with Python itself. Working on both the programming language would not help you. If you are working on any one language and mastering in that is the main part. Second is mathematics. Okay, having an understanding about the basics mathematics is really needed to go on with that. Third is, and for that I have listed the resources. I will share the repo link. Third is about data analysis, so that you can easily manipulate or pre-process the data set to make it ready or to explore more insights from the data for decision making and also for building the models. Fourth comes data pre-processing. Data pre-processing and feature selection. This comes to make your data or also data cleaning. So this all comes when you wanted to make your data set ready to train on model. Okay, and also feature selection to get or to enhance your accuracy. And the fifth comes machine learning model. So these are all the steps or the stages which you need to follow to complete ML, and then you can move towards AI as someone asked for the same. So I have listed the resources I will share. I have also written the blog related to the same. Okay, so you can explore to that. If you still have any doubt, you can write in chat box. Till then, now we will be moving towards the hands-on part. So get ready for the same. I guess my screen is visible. Browser is visible, Pratik.
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. Okay, so first thing which you should do right now is type Hugging Face. So as I told before, Hugging Face is an open source community of machine learning and data science. So let's go to incognito and write Hugging Face. So this type of an interface would be visible to you. Okay, so you would have not made account before, right? So go to sign up and make an account and also activate it on your mail. So go to sign up, write your mail address, write your password, okay, and do activate it on your mail. And do let me know when it has been done.
Yeah, till then, like we can talk about Hugging Face, like what Hugging Face platform is and why we should use it.
Yeah. So wait a second. Mm, so PPT is visible.
Yeah,
Yeah. So here you can see we are getting started with my Hugging Face. So as I told about, Hugging Face is an open source ML and DS community, and it really helps to support the community and like get support from this platform, and it really provides a very easy interface to interact and also helps in a lot many way to any ML engineer. Let's say I have built a model, I and my project file is consist of 100 KB. Okay, my project file is 100 KB and my model is 150 MB. I will not gonna just integrate that model and put it into my file. It will just make my space heavy. The best thing which I could do is I will be deploying my model into Hugging Face and I will just get an inference API endpoint and I can interact with that. That can really save a lot of space of mine, and also it will make my development efficient. So it provides a various feature. Let's explore more. Till then, do give me the response or acknowledgement when you are done with the sign up. So as I told about, it's a GitHub of machine learning, easy interface, and also easy to deploy any model and get an inference API. That inference API you can embed in your front end too, like that. Then community approach, then state of art models, the models which are being trained on billions of parameter. You can also get the Chat GPT open source alternative on Hugging Face, which has been contributed by community members. Okay, and that you can use by not even having worrying about the payment methods and like that. Okay, and also the widespread support. So next we can see is the star history. What we can see here, scikit-learn is basic ML. PyTorch is the framework, as I told about, a lightweight framework which is actually used for most about research purpose and for the models in production because it's lightweight. Then comes Keras. Let's say it's TensorFlow itself. Then Hugging Face. What we see is there is a sudden rise from 2019 of Hugging Face transformers. Okay, and it's going exponentially. Okay, so you can see how trendy it is. Hmm. And why there is a need to know about the Hugging Face. Next, what type of task we can do in Hugging Face? The any type of task which you can think about can be done by like the model can you can get from Hugging Face and can deploy it on. So as you can see here, text classification, okay, classifying the text in sentiments, whether it's positive, negative, or neutral, let's say. Text generation, the same which is done by the GPT, okay, generating text from the prompt which you are providing. Name entity recognition. What is name entity recognition is, if I just say Pratik is from Mumbai, so it will say, okay, Pratik is a person and Mumbai is a place. Okay, so it classifies what the entity refers to. So these are all the different tasks. I have just listed a few of an NLP task here. Okay, so uh, I hope you got into this section and also you have made an account here. and this type of an portal would be visible, and all type of tasks you can see: computer vision, natural language processing. And now it's time to let's build using Hugging Face. So I can see done, cool. Now go to Autotrain. Autotrain is a feature of an Hugging Face itself, but go to Autotrain. I will also share the link to of the same. Wait, I will put in the chat box also. Yep. Go to Autotrain and you would be here logged in. Okay. As you have already signed up here in Hugging Face, so you will be logged in here. This comes under Hugging Face itself. You can see create organization or settings, or here my profile is actually Hugging Face profile itself. You can see. So go to Autotrain, and also I will share the GitHub repo where you can find the data set on which we will be working on. So mostly I used to brought down all type of project. Like you can see in time series guide, there are various projects and unexplored and other resources related to time series. Here you can see ML guide. In ML guide section, there is a specific section for today's session, where I have also listed about the agenda for session, about how you can build a meme classification model, the custom AI model using Hugging Face and Autotrain, about all the steps, and also how to deploy Streamlit app on Hugging Face, all the code. So we will be exploring that. Go to this link. I am sharing this link and download this train folder. Okay, in train folder, you can see there are two folders, meme and not meme. So we need this folder to upload to train our model. So I'm sharing this link. Do download the zip file. Okay, and get this train folder. Let me know when it will be done.
So like till then, like we can know what Autotrain is. So basically, Autotrain is an implementation of AutoML, right, Rishikesh?
It's a bit different from Auto ML, but still, because it also provides the custom ML, and also you can train your model on a pre-trained model. Okay, so it is more than that of an AutoML. So what is AutoML? Basically, automated machine learning, which identifies the task itself when you provide your data. Okay, but this Autotrain provides more features and more leverages more functionality as compared to AutoML. Have you downloaded this train file? It consists of around three. I have shared the. Wait a second. I have shared in the waiting room. Okay, I have shared that link and also Autotrain link. Okay, I guess it will be visible now. Just download this train model so that we can build a model. Do let us know. Till then, wait a second. So if I talk about Autotrain, it have a lot many benefits, and at the same time it have some limitations too. Okay, you can't rely the whole on that part. So here the building with Autotrain would be visible to you. Have you all downloaded the file so that we can first train our model, then we'll explore more about Autotrain till the time the model will be training. I can see only one done here. Is there any issue you are facing? Then let me know. Downloaded. How do I download it? Sorry. No worries. You can. Okay, cool. Wait. You can go to ML Guide itself. Okay. In this code, download zip. Okay. After the zip is downloaded, do unzip it or extract it. So after extracting, here you can see the train folder, which we will be needing. And that there is meme and not meme. Okay, cool. So now we are good to start with the model training. So I hope you all are here too. I'm sharing the link again. So here click on create new project. Okay. It's loading. So you can see the other projects which I have built before, the meme classification, the same which I have showed you at the start of the session, dog cat classification, news classification. Okay, just click on this new project. Now, are you all here on this stage? Okay, cool. So now you need to write your project name. Try to write something unique. Okay. So I am writing me. Okay. Me. Now, what you can see, there are various type of tasks being listed. For vision, there is only one, image classification. Like for vision, there are many other object detection, gesture detection, like that. There are many, but Autotrain only provides image classification. In text section, we can see text classification for binary, multi-class, token classification, for question answering, translation from any language to any other language, summarization, like that. Text regression is sequence understanding. Like if I'm writing this word, then what next word I will be using, like that. Next, you can see here, it also contains the various about tabular, but we will be working on image classification, so do select this one. Then comes here model choice. So there are two options, automatic and here is manual. So manual helps us to select the model from the community. Okay, but we would be clicking on automatic, and automatic will automatically pick the best model for this image classification task. Then click create project. So it's creating your project. So the best part here is as you are uploading your data, the repo, the model automatically is been updated on your HuggingFace profile. Okay, that's the best part of Autotrain. Here you can see there are two types of method whenever we used to work with an image classification. First is pre-arranged folders, folders having the label name and under that images are present. Second is we are having a separate CSV file which contains the image name and label according to that, and there is another image file as per that. The best way to work is pre-arranged folder form because your label is the folder name. Okay. Now what you do, just select on this and upload that train folder. Okay. Here you can see train. Upload, select this and then click on upload. Upload. You can see here there are 108 files which are not meme and 222 files which are meme. And here it says select split type, training के लिए देना है या validation के लिए कुछ और अलग देना है. But we will be selecting auto, so it will split it into 80% and 20%. Okay, so we'll select auto, and you can see the gist of our meme and not meme. I will give you the overview about the data set which we have, and just click on add to project. Now what it does, it refines it, it pre-process it, and all type of storage work is being done now itself. Is my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yeah. Here you can see hashing has been done. Now git LFS has been fetched because our file size is exceeding more than what has been the limitation of an GitHub actually. So the storing has been done. Till then we can explore the data set. I will share the data set about the various memes which are present. Till then we'll traverse through the memes. Split type automatic as it will split as per that as for them, because we have only one folder. So in meme section you can see the various types of meme which have text and like that, and too many memes. Let's see this meme till then. So it's like I have finally found it after 15 years, the scroll of truth. Hard to swallow pills, these are the same meme. Okay. So you can see that different types of meme are there. Okay. So, and there is not meme section. So not meme section contains the various other all the random images actually, but also it has been curated as per that. It should not classify on the basis of if it sees text then it's a meme like that. So for that reason the various text containing images are been also provided. Let's say here the text is there in the banner next, you can see the text is been there in image, so it should not classify in that way. That's why in not meme section these all images are being also provided. Here the digital text you can see or like this. Okay, so these are the various images in not meme section. So now let's see our model is like the data set is there or not. So okay, done. I guess it's been there now. And now just here it's written congratulations, you have all the files needed to start training your model. So go to the training. Getting ready, your data has been prepared. So it takes a bit time here also. Till then we'll explore about, as we saw the data set, let's dive into the what is Autotrain. So now we will be exploring about the introduction to Autotrain, about the various features present in Autotrain, and the hands-on part we are doing parallelly. Then the use cases of Autotrain, on which industry and what type of corporates are actually using this tool, and limitations and future direction for the same. So introduction to Autotrain. So Autotrain is a tool of machine learning which comes under actually HuggingFace, which really helps your training time optimization and also provides you the better training modules. The second foremost thing is, if you have very less knowledge about, let's say I'm a totally beginner and I don't know how does image classification works, but just I know what type of task I wanted to do and what will be the benefit of that. but I don't know what algorithm I should use. Then at that point, this Autotrain is really helpful to train my model without even configuring the hyperparameter. It will provide me the best accuracy model. Okay. And it supports various types of task as we have seen right now: classification, regression, tabulate data, sequence labeling, a lot many stuff. The one more thing is as it creates repo itself, also it supports Git LFS, and also the model which you have been training, you don't need to rely on any other cloud platforms where you need to pay to get the inference API. You will get an inference API free itself. Uh, let's see that our storage is still getting ready. Your data is being prepared. This may take a while. Okay, till then we'll see more about Autotrain. So now the question you might be having is when to use Autotrain. Okay, so whenever you need to work and like you wanted to build a rapid prototyping, let's say you are in a hackathon and just you need to build in 1 hour, let's say. So you can have a high quality model in a short amount of time. Okay. Second is if you have really too less resources, or there is a limitation of resources, let's say you have very less images to train, at that time, it will be very helpful for hyperparameter tuning and getting the best accuracy model. Third, foremost thing is quick model analysis. As per at the same time, simultaneously, 5 different algorithmic models will be running. Okay, which we will be seeing right now. 5 different algorithmic model will be running for solving the same task, and then we can compare the loss and accuracy and about all the metric stuff to understand about it in a more better way. Also, ordering Hugging Face can be beneficial for you need to train a high quality model in a very less time, and also when you have a restriction with like data set or any other restriction of an resources like that. So this is how it looks like the training. The 5 models will be training in a free tier. Okay, some more points I would like to point out, as it provides really a great. Okay, I mean, okay, you just need to upload train model. So whenever you need to, whenever you are working on an image classification, you need to provide a folder containing 2 different folders. Okay, and then click on auto. It will not take if the one folder contains any other folder, or if the one folder containing images. So that should be one folder which is train. It consists of 2 folder, with one is meme and one is not meme, like that. So one more thing, like it gives a lot many advantages to you. Okay, so it is not free, right? So it provides really a very great feature at a free tier, and we are exploring the free tier itself, and still we will be getting the best 100% accuracy model we can expect. Okay, so in free tier, if we would be exceeding our image data from 500 above, then it will ask for money, or rather it will be free for any type of or any number of projects you build. Okay, second is you can work on 5 models simultaneously in free tier, and if you want 30 models to run simultaneously, then you need to pay, but we would be not going towards that. Got a server error. That's okay. An error occurred while retrieving your data from the server. I guess never happened before. That's weird. That's really weird. Okay, the thing is, I don't know, maybe we are same. I guess we are, I was not knowing about this. We are using it simultaneously, then also it should work, right? Okay. this step, maybe it identified we are trying to upload the same set of data set. Yeah, I guess it's because I was also not knowing. No, actually, there is no mistake in the process because I have already worked it before on Autotrain. Okay, so what we can do is you can explore this. This will be the same way we face this issue in TFUG event. Yeah, actually, I guess I don't know why this issue happened, but okay, I have plan B also ready. So I can go to the model which I have trained like 3 days before. Okay, let's go to this. So it looks like this. Okay, after training the model, it will look like this. You can try it after some time. Okay, maybe we are trying it simultaneously because of that. The issue happened. I have a model ready. Okay, so it will look like this. You can see I got 100% accuracy. So this 5 models are being trained for 4 minutes, and here I got the model. So let's choose the first, which is the most accurate. Go to view on model hub. So what you can see is here is my model. Okay, here is model. You can see all the description which I have actually I have added this all about use case could be content moderation, and getting out the sentiment from it can be helpful in various sections like education or brand monitoring. So what is the scope of this project like that? So the problem type is binary classification and model ID has been present. Also, these are resource uh, intensive, like if we talk about training this, so it also gives how much CO2 emission has been done in building this model. Okay, so take care of this also, and the accuracy score we got is 100%. So if we just test out this with some of the sample images which I have, let's say what to choose, let's take this. So it should classify it in as in beam, right? Uh, Actually, friend, it's not, we are not working on the class sentiment classification right now. That's why I have wrote down these future scope. Like it can be useful a lot if we would be finding out the sentiment out from it. So the best way to find out the sentiment as per I have explored is getting out the context which are there from the image. That there are two parts. First is the text which are there, taking out that and then applying the sentiment. Second would be understanding the context from that. Okay, can't we show the value in percentage? Yeah, you can just fetch this value and just into 100 you need to apply. So you can see 90% it's showing that it's a meme. Or if I select any other meme, let's say this one or any other, what are memes and how to use them? Any other type, let's say this one. So it will show like it's 99% meme. If I put my own image, okay, let's see what it says. It says not meme 87%. Okay, cool. So as we are facing some errors, server error, you can use my model to build an app. Okay, so I am providing you the my model link. Go to this. How you can use my model is go to this deploy section and use inference API. So just copy this code, okay, and you can use my model. So it's the best part of Hugging Faces in community. You can use other models too if you wanted to make any functionality. It's just the thing that if you are working on this, then you are providing some or the other use cases or solving some or the other problems into the community. Okay, so uh, I guess you are into this part right now. So what is there is you can deploy it as a, here is Hugging Face spaces to build on. I guess the error is still there or not. Let me see. Mm. Still it's showing the data is being prepared. Okay, no worries. So what you can do, you can just make a repo here. Okay, a one, you can just make one repo and go to like this. And you can go to spaces, deploy as a Gradius app. Are you getting this option? Hello. Okay, cool. Then it's cool. Like we can build an app till then or understand how we can build an app. Go to the spaces. Okay, I will also go spaces. It will show like this. Have you reached to this stage? Yeah, yeah, cool. You can go from my repo. Have you reached to this? And now I will provide the code snippets to you, and also what that code snippets does will explain you. Okay. So click on create new spaces. So now you can see here, it will make a new space for me on Hugging Face. Okay. So anyone can interact with just an application. So you can see it provides what type of SDK you will be using. So there is Gradio, Streamlit, Docker, and we are more focused towards Streamlit. So just select that Streamlit. And there is a preset file, so we will need to edit it out. Okay. And rest are same. So go to public and then create spaces. Are you there? Have you reached till this part? I will just change the name a bit. Yep. Okay. Cool. So then just click on create spaces. So it will create a new space repo for you. Okay. It's building, right? You can see. It's building, and here you can see. Okay. Repeating the step. Okay, cool. I can do. I need to create one more spaces for the same. What type of error you are getting, by the way? Any specific doubt? Then you can unmute also. Like we are running out of time too, but still we'll build an app. Okay, so no worries. Same error. Okay, that actually this error. Ignore this. Actually there was a preset file, right? And we are not using Gradio. We will be using Streamlit. So Hugging Face actually supports Gradio a lot. So for that reason, it sets a preset file. So just ignore this error. We will be editing out this. Okay. So no worry for that. Also, open this in another tab. Okay. And we will be following the steps. The first is we need to make requirements.txt file so that we don't get this error. We have an empty slate right now. We don't have a code. We have not written a code right now. We are going to write. So first is we need to write requirements.txt so that our environment should be set up. So just copy this. Okay. And after copying, wait a second. After copying, go to file and versions. Here you can see you will get an environment just similar to GitHub, create a new file, write here requirements.txt, okay, and paste the all the dependency which we will be using. Streamlit, we are on HuggingFace, so transformers, then HuggingFace Hub, Torch, because the model which has been trained is on PyTorch. Just ignore the license part, Sandeep. And Pillow is for image pre-processing part. Okay, so just paste it, make a new folder requirements.txt, commit new file to main. Now in files and version, you can see requirements.txt is ready. Okay, have you made requirements.txt? Okay, cool. So now we will be editing out our app.py. Okay, now it's time to actually build an app, and we'll just remove this Gradio code here from here. Sandeep, ignore the license part. Don't put anything. You can put any of the thing. That doesn't matter. For now, actually. So just the first step is importing the libraries. What are the different libraries which we will be using? So whenever we are working with Streamlit, we need to import Streamlit as ST. If whenever we are working with APIs, then we need to import request. Bytes IO is used when we are PIL when we are working with images, and OS for the environment. So just copy this dependency and paste it here. Okay, so we have loaded our dependency here. So I will just put loading the dependencies. Now time is to putting the API key. Okay, so just for time being, just paste this API key part. So we are using os.environment. So our API key would be hidden here. Okay. Next is my model API, which I have also shown you how you can access, but you can also get access from here. So from this repo, just copy this and paste this. So here is inference API of the model which I have created, and here is API key of mine to access that model. Have you reached till this point? And if you have any doubt in any point, any line, then do let me know. Okay, I can see yes. You have this repo, right? You are also following this from this. Okay. We are not writing the code because we are running out of time. There are a lot of concepts to go through, and my aim is that you build something, some or the other thing in today's session, and it should not be more of a theoretical. Okay, cool. Then comes the main part, which is assessing the API endpoint, which is in our query method. So what it does is we are requesting .post to the API URL, and here is the header and data part. But the main thing is we are sending it from here. API URL is here of inference endpoint, which you can see. Okay, and the result will be in JSON format, the response. Next code is actually the Streamlit code, like Streamlit as in the parts st.markdown. So what it will do, it will just, have you seen meme meter? It was written. I will show you from this. Wait a second now. So here in this app, it's loading. Okay. This section, you can see the modification meme meter as in middle part, it's invite and this boundary. For that reason, we are using markdown. Okay, markdown, and here this triple line will be in markdown, seems like this line. Okay, so we are writing that. Then comes the st.sidebar. What does st.sidebar does? It will make this sidebar for you. Okay, you can just do it like this also. This is the sidebar. And in sidebar, I am putting title as Memo meter. I guess I should write meme meter. You can write any your name, whichever you like. And I have added in caption, meme meter is an application used for the classification of whether the images provided is meme or not meme. Okay. So this is just to have some basic good look like that. Now it's time to upload the image to check whether it is meme or not. So for uploading the image, what we will be going to use is st.file uploader and choosing an image of whether it should be like JPG or JPEG or PNG format. Okay, we are storing the image in variable. Yeah, sure. So this is the whole part which we have done till now. Any doubt or have you got stuck in any previous part? Do let me know. So it classifies based on text or meme images. Does this dataset always have to be curated by humans? How do you classify something as not meme? So as you know that does it dataset always have to be curated by humans? So the data set which I have taken is actually taken by Kaggle, and I have modified a bit like just to get more accuracy and also reducing some of the memes. You can get the memes from, you can get the data set from Kaggle platform, or and also there is a platform as Google dataset. Okay, you can go to this and then go to dataset search. Then whichever type of data you want, just write down here. Okay, I am just writing meme data set. So it will provide me the various type of whether it's Kaggle or any other platform like this. So I can see full meme data set, meme generated data set, Reddit meme, like that. So you can explore the various things from there, and how the classification which has been done. The mainly classification is done on the basis of the text which is been written. So if there is a text, so it will classify it more than 90%. Okay, but if it's not, then it will just bit confused like that. And also animated images, and it totally depends on what type of data you are taking. So as Pratik mentioned in the comment, like it is all about the data. The model will detect meme or not meme based on it. If you want to make it more accurate, add variety of meme. Let's say I am adding more memes which are not having text in that. Okay, so it will be trained and be ready for all type of an example like that. Yeah, we were in this stage, right? Image uploading. So next stage would be our last, where if image is not none, it means the image is uploaded, right? If what does that this line means? If image is not none, if image is uploaded, then this three lines should run. Image.read helps to get the image, output, query data. So the data we will be sending to query part. Okay, query is this. In query, we are posting this or posting this to this API URL, the inference point of my model. Okay, so and then we get predicted output as output. So just copy this and we'll paste it down here. Okay, cool. So now commit changes to main. Still app will not work. Have you noted where there is a problem? The thing is, we have not uh, put it into the environment of the API key. So for that, we need to get the API key to be put it here. Okay, so just we are left with 2 steps, 2 or 3 buttons. Yeah. So we need to you need to add your own API key. So how the API key is generated, let's see that first. So let's say I am into my model first. Let's go to the link of model which I have provided before. Where it was here. Okay, cool. So let's go to this model which I have provided. Okay, the inference point which I showed you was from here, deploy and inference API. The same code I have already uploaded on GitHub. So from that I got. So what you need to do is go to this, click on show API token. Okay, and only get this code. This part will be appeared when you will click show API token. This part will be visible and only copy this code. Okay, and just copy or paste it in Notepad or something. Just save it, and I will instruct you how you can use that. Have you reached to this part? No, please repeat once. So, okay, we are here, right? You are at this stage right now, the model which I have created. Not the Hugging Face spaces, this link. Okay, I will paste this again. Yeah, the API key would not be visible. I have not clicked because it should not be exposed actually. So wait a second, I have, oh no, wait a second, I will share this. Are you on this platform right now? Okay, you are in this platform. Go to deploy, go to inference API, click on show API token and copy this code. After clicking show API token, this XXX will be converted to some alphabets like that. Wait a second, I will also stop share and copy this. Okay. What is this image? Wait a second. Is it visible API token? Hello. Pratik, can you see?
No, I guess. Have you shared it?
Like you are in this at this platform, right?
Yeah.
This page, and you are in inference API. It's not
I
showing
cannot
like
see.
this.
Yeah, it's showing like X, like it's not showing your API token.
Okay, do share the screen of yours.
Yeah, if you click on show token, it will show you your own API token. Right?
Yeah, that's what I said. So just share, na share. I just
Okay,
wanted to see how.
yeah, sure. Give me a moment.
Yeah, in 2 minutes our app will be ready. Just we need to put the API key in the environment.
Yeah, I am checking if it's showing or not. Can you reshare your link? Oh, wait. Yes, it's here.
So like we are done with the app. Okay. We are done with the app. And here in this section, we just need to go to the setting of app.
Mm.
Is it visible, Pratik?
Yeah, it's visible to me on my end. my
So
API token is visible.
it should be visible to everyone then. Is anyone facing any issue? Then you can share your screen. I can help you
Like
out.
the token will be like HF underscore, like
Yeah,
HuggingFace
yeah.
underscore, some alphanumeric stuff.
Have you all got your API key? Hello. No. What problem you are facing related to that? Akshay, have you verified your mail account from Gmail? Yeah, Prabhat. It will be like this.
And like if anyone is facing error related to that, you can share the screen. Like
Yeah,
you can see
yeah,
how it's showing from your end.
yeah. Akshay, you can share your screen. Wait, I will give you permission also. Yeah, you can share your screen. Just click on, just see above show API token. Your interface is a bit different. Pratik, are you also seeing this?
No, no, I'm not. Yeah, but here there is no API key. I guess cancel it once. Yeah, go to deploy inference API.
Try to like my model. That you, above you can see the like button. See whether it's working. Okay, it's working. It means like you have it in yours. It is not selected. I noticed in your screen token is Rishikesh something. No, token is actually it comes under HF, and Pratik is also not a contributor, but he can
Yeah,
see. Got something new to see. Model card, Autotrain. It actually works. Wait.
okay. There is like, I guess you need to generate the token first. Like go select token, new access token. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. This you need to write your name
Right.
or project name.
Generate token.
Yeah, that's why it was not showing.
Yeah. Now go to that platform or just copy this. Okay. I hope it's clear now. Yeah. Now we were at this stage, right? Now come to our app section. Okay. The app which we were building. We just put it the requirements.txt here, which you can see. Okay. Streamlit transformer, Hugging Face, torch, pillow, and the app.py. We have all written the code. Now go to settings and just go to new secret, repository secrets, go to new secrets and paste your secret key here without quotation, without anything, just paste down and write here API underscore key. Okay. And after pasting your key, click on add new secret. It's the last step of our project. And do acknowledge after the task is completed. Okay, I can see one done. Cool. Is there anyone facing issue? Okay. Where is create secret? Okay, here. Okay. Go to the spaces where we have created requirements.txt and app.py. Okay, this app spaces part. Go to settings, and in settings there is repository secrets. Go to new secret, type API underscore key and paste your secret key here. I will also do wait, screen sharing off and we'll do. I will share again. I have added my secret key. It will look like this, API underscore key, and like after adding. Do let me know when you are done with this. And after all the setup which has been done, just click on restart space. Okay, so every build which you have done is going to build again. Okay, done. Okay, so cool. Now we will be waiting for our app to be ready. Let's play.
Until then, like, you people might have some questions in your mind, like, if this is so much easier, why we are going for traditional machine learning? Why shouldn't we just stick to this, right? Rishikesh would like to answer that.
Yeah, so the thing is, you can't do all the type of a task, okay, through Autotrain. But if you wanted to carry on the small task, or let's say, like, I'm not telling to totally being dependent on it, just it's just an exploration about these are also the tools you can use when you are going for rapid development, okay, or you have resource restriction, then at that time you should go for that. So at that time, this will be really useful. But at the same time, you should explore the various ML and deep learning models and build something actually innovative, and also which solves the problem. Can you show the API entering part? Yeah, yeah, sure. So go to the settings in the part where the file where we added app.py and requirements.txt. Then go to new secret, write API underscore key. It should be in this naming format because in code we have added in this format. Then paste your API key and update secret. Done. Thanks. Okay, good. Now our app should be ready. It's still building, I guess. Open logs. Let's see the logs till then. If you have any doubt, you can put down in the chat box. Mazri, you can also share the feedback form. The next session we will be having in an offline mode. Okay, cool. I guess this will be visible on your side also. Pratik have shared the feedback form. Okay, so next week, like after your examination, next to next week, we will be having our second session, which will be introduction to TensorFlow and Kaggle. The speaker of the session is Subham Shah, who is also the co-organizer of TensorFlow User Group Mumbai and SD in FedEx. So in that, you will gonna explore about TensorFlow and also going to do a hands-on. Let's test out the model. Okay, so I have some sample memes to put on. Let's put these again and see what it shows. Okay, it shows 97 percentage, 0.97 like this. I have intentionally put it into JSON form just to make you aware about the rawness. We can also edit out key. We should only print label part just by some dictionary manipulation. It is just detecting whether there is a text in image or it is reading the text too. It is actually not reading the text uh, exactly in this. That's why I told I don't wanted to focus us on that part right now, because the reading the text would not make sense here. Reading the text, understanding the sentiment out from it, or taking out it would be really as helpful. Fernanda, it's if you're not into the program, still you can feel about what you have learned like that. It would be really great to see. It was really great to have you in this session too. Like, I hope you got to explore something new today and like got to learn something new like that. If any one of you still have any doubt, then you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Like if you are working on any type of a machine learning project, like I am totally into machine learning and data science, and particularly I am working specifically on the research work of time series forecasting, okay, and predictive policing. So if you have any doubt related to machine learning, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Okay, cool. That was really great to see. Like you can connect me on LinkedIn. I have shared my link if you have any doubt. Um, okay, again, the one more part, if you wanted to also see the image, just see how easy it is. Okay, I'm just going to write only one line in this. Just go to edit section here and we'll write here st dot image and data. Okay, only this much. And now I will st dot image data. If you want, you can also add in your code below data, and it will also print image when you upload it. Okay, so I will just commit it. Yes, we also have examination on Monday. So now I will just upload the meme. This, let's say Patrick, and it will also print the image. That's what we wanted. So it's just like we have written only one line, or on that too not much, st.image data. So that was all about the session. I hope you got to learn something new today. And like in the same way, I would just say at the end, like do explore more, build something innovative, okay, and just build something innovative. Same. And here at the end, I have shared the feedback form. Feel free to just fill out what you have learned. Also, you can also post about it on LinkedIn. Maybe you can share about what you have learned. I will be tracking like if the session was really useful or not. And in the same way, I will be curating the courses for the same. Okay. So cool. If you have still any doubt, I'm there in the meet. You can ask.
Okay, so I think we have had a wonderful session and we have successfully reached the end of our session. And thank you, folks, for sticking till the end. And if you have any doubts, you can reach out on our WhatsApp groups or reach out to Rishikesh on the social handles. And with that, we are concluding the session and fill the feedback form. And once again, thank you all for joining. Bye.